All right, we are back in action. COFL, Prez's Pocket Presence Podcast, the home stretch edition. We are entering, let me post this, please, and I'll get everybody going. We are entering week 4, which will start Sunday. Everybody relax. We're still in week 3. We will start week 4 Sunday, and that is the 4th and final week of COFL season 11. This is the, I want to say 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think this is the 6th season we did in Madden for 2018. I think we did 5 in season, I think we did 5 in Madden 17, but we started the day after the Super Bowl, so we started in February. So this was the first full year of COFL Madden. It was a great year too. We still have one more season left after this. As soon as this season ends, the next week we're starting one up. So you guys ain't out of the woodwork. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, home stretch. We are 9 days away. I'm about to unveil the playoff picture right now. A lot has changed. Tempers are starting to get a little tight. In case you noticed last night, British Knights, BK, blacked out drunk, playing against Fitty, who was doing bong hits to the face, and things got a little heated. BK probably doesn't remember anything he said, and frankly, it really wasn't even that funny. Like, it was kind of annoying, if anything, but tempers were still flaring. And the Colts won that game, much needed win by them, as the AFC is a complete dogfight crapshoot. But the big dogs, as we're going to look at the playoff picture now, the big dogs they're starting to bark. They haven't bit yet, but they're starting to bark. And it's about to get real interesting here. So, let me see. If you guys got any questions while I'm doing this, want me to talk about anything, let me know. So in the AFC, Baltimore Ravens are the 1 seed as of now. They're 9-2. They had a epic comeback win against the Kansas City Chiefs last night after being up 15-0. Or Chiefs were up 15-0, and they gave that game away, man. They should be the Chiefs. That could really hurt them. They're 7-4 and they're the 2 seed. But they got some people right at their back. You got everyone on their back. So if they falter a little bit, they could drop to the 6 seed. But as of now, they're the 2 seed. Then you got Indianapolis 5-3. I'm gonna tell you this right now, BK. You gotta play more games, buddy. I see some forfeit losses coming your way. You only played 8 games. And for those of you new guys that don't know, the games you don't play, say if you don't finish your season, say there's like 2 games left over, it's either a tie or a forfeit loss. A tie is minus 1 draft spot, and a forfeit loss is minus 5 draft spots. And I make that decision based on who's active and who's not. You know, I see for the most part who tries to schedule games, who's on, who's not, and you can kind of look at the person's record or how many games they've played and see if they're active or not compared to others. San Francisco, he's a fill-in, so I can't. If he doesn't finish the season, they'll be ties because it was a fill-in. But DB 3-3, forfeit losses all day. Sheed, he's only played 6 games, forfeit losses all day. BK, it'll be a judgment call on you, but you better step it up, buddy. Anyways, he's 5-3. Next up is JT. The Jet is 6-4. He's back. After we go for these playoff pictures, I'm gonna scroll through some of these teams and their schedules and see what I think they'll end up. And then, oh man, JT JT's foaming at the mouth seeing this matchup right here. Let me see how this looks. Yeah, it's blurry. I'll fix that another time. JT's foaming at the mouth right now with Tennessee and playing Pittsburgh in the first round. Ricky's holding on to dear life with that 9-7 record. I don't know if he gets in with 9-7. We'll look though. Oakland 6-5, tough loss last night. Week 4 in the AFC has some epic games. I mean, I'm talking. These are some win or go home games, win and you're in games. So it's gonna be fun to watch all those games be played. You got the bubble teams. You got Jacksonville. You got Jacksonville 7-6. That guy. I mean, if you win out, which you can win out, you can get in the playoffs at 10-6, even at 9-7, because you split with Ricky. So you need some tiebreakers to get in, but you're not out. And I think the best you've ever finished was 7-9. So one step at a time, bud. Anyways, Cleveland 6-6. He's not dead. He's faltered hard. I think he was 3-1 at one point. So in his last 8 games, he's 3-5. He's lost 2 in a row. You know, you can blame having the Browns all you want. It doesn't matter. You know, this league, it's all about user skill. I shouldn't say it's all. Let me take a step back. It's not all about user skill, but for the most part, it's play calling, user skill. That's it. You know, the team ratings. Team ratings, they do help, I guess, you know, a little bit, but, you know, JT proved everything, proved the Madden gods wrong by winning back-to-back COFL Bowls with the Jets. He won back-to-back, and as embarrassing as that is for everybody else, but he got it done. Big Daddy, nobody fucking cares, alright? So whatever. So the Browns, no excuse, 6-6, get it done. We don't want to hear any more whining from you. Then you got Page. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, the New England Patriots are 5-5, and they have a great shot at getting into the playoffs. And you got Big Daddy, 5-5. We'll see. You know, Tranny Daddy, he's a franchise player living in a traditional league. He's only good when it's in the franchise. And it's sad because he's a good footballer. He's a good Madden player. But if it's not the franchise, or he doesn't have a good team, even though ratings don't matter, so I don't know. I'm just giving you a hard time, Big Daddy. Little Daddy, Tranny Daddy. NFC, we have Owen, 6-1. Owen, you need to play more games, buddy. But I believe in you. Owen will be a 1 or 2. I don't know, actually. The NFC is... In regards to the NFC, the 6 teams that you see here, I think these are going to be the 6 playoff teams. These guys have a chance, but I don't know. I just don't. If anything, I could see Hirsch getting bounced if he falters and one of these guys sneaking in, but I think these will be the 6 teams. The order will just be different. So you got Atlanta 1, then you have 2, Jake, the defending champion, 8-2. That was I missed the game last night against Minnesota. He won 10-3. That was a big game. Both teams were 7-2 going into that. Then you got the Rams. Lay's another new guy. I like Lay a lot. I like him a lot. I was very suspect of him in the beginning, but I think he's a great addition to the league. Great addition. He's active. Not just playing his games active, but he's active verbally in the chat. The stuff he says is knowledgeable. He's not immature. So he's a good addition and someone that we'd like to stick around. Then you got Ratchet. Ratchet is, he's up for, I think Coach P's got the award won, but he's up for Bipolar Man of the Year award in the COFL. If he was in for a full year, I think he'd win it hands down, but this is only his 2nd season. But, hold on 1 second, guys. Sorry, my wife was texting me. So he's 7-2. He's good. I think the NFC is deeper. I think the NFC has better teams, like better coaches. Like these 6 teams right here could all win the COFL Bowl. In the AFC, there's maybe, if Tennessee, Oakland, I'm going to say in my opinion, there's like 3 teams that could win it. But in the NFC, man, it's pretty much a COFL Bowl every playoff matchup, it looks like. Then you got D-Rob, who was the 1 seed going into last night, and now he's the 5 seed at 7-3. He went 1-2 at a tough loss to DQ. And then you got Hirsch at 6-3. Hirsch is doing well with Arizona, doing better than I thought. Yeah, he's doing better than I thought, so we'll see how he finishes. Bubble teams, the Saints. He's got to win some big games. We'll see, though. I think his loss to the Rams, 70-0, might have demoralized him a little bit. Then you got San Francisco, 3-3. Need to play more games. He's good. And he will play more games. He's an active player. He's good. He could sneak up and take Hirsch's spot, but Hirsch beat him. So that could be a good little tiebreaker for him. And then DB, 3-3. You got to play more games. I know you work, but we all work. We all have lives, but we find ways to get it done. That's the great thing about the COFL. We're dedicated, we're motivated, and we get things done. All right? We don't want to hear any excuses. Okay? Get it done. That's it. All right. Now, I wanted to show you guys this. This is JT did this on August 15th, 2017. So it was at the end of, and I'm not going to go through and read the whole thing, but it was at the end of the Madden 17 year. Okay? And he did 8 plays that shaped COFL history. So for those of you that were in the league last year, maybe some of you will remember him, but the buzzer beater. This was the Afc Championship. I'm not going to watch the whole video. I'll skip to the end. But it was the Afc Championship between Fitty, who was Houston, and Nate, who was New England. So what JT did is he just picked the top 8 plays that made the Madden 17 COFL year great, like the best moments. And so this game it was the AFC Championship. It came down to the final play. I remember this. I was in Costa Rica on my honeymoon. And I came back and watched the end of it in our little villa thing. Let me get this going. So 15 seconds left. It's 17-13 New England. 14 seconds. Houston's on New England's 8-yard line. Houston has no timeouts. All right. 5 seconds left. 5 seconds left. Okay. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Osweiler drops back the pass. Goes across the middle. It's dropped, but there's still 2 seconds left. Here we go. Last play of the game. Nate is freaking out. Calls a timeout. Catches it. Oh my god. I would have broke my controller. So with that win, Fitty and Houston advanced to the AFC, to the COFL Bowl and ended up winning. This was season 1. I'm going to go through this quick. Season 1 of the playoffs. Yeah, I still shit myself. This was Jake versus Fitty. AFC Championship in the rain. This was Jake's introduction to us. So let me get here. So, let's see here. Let's take a step back here. So, Chiefs tied at 13-13 with 53 seconds left. 42 seconds left. Dalton drops back to pass. Throws it. Picked off. And then from there, the Chiefs end up kicking a game-winning field goal as time expires to advance to COFL Bowl 1 and knock off JT in the Seattle Seahawks. Man, we should do something like this the competition committee will get together and do something like this. This was just a great game overall. Probably one of the best games in COFL history. It was another AFC Championship game. This was between Clemson, who's not in the league, against the Chiefs. I'm not going to go through it. COFL Bowl 4. This is when Fitty won his first COFL Bowl against Hirsch. Then we have the most watched pick in COFL history. This was just a great game. It was, in my opinion, now, at the time, it was the best COFL Bowl ever. But now it's the second one. JT ended up beating AK, who's not in the league anymore, in an overtime game. They had I think 26 people watching it at some time. It was pretty cool. This game, I was inches away. This was the NFC Championship, and I was inches away from going to the COFL Bowl. I had a pick 6, and see this guy right here making that little tackle? He tackled my guy in the 5-yard line. If I score there, I win and I go to the COFL Bowl. Yeah, and then this was probably the top 3, third best COFL Bowl. So you see where Kelvin Benjamin is right there, right? So that was a Hail Mary in the COFL Bowl. COFL Bowl 3. Kanzi, who's not in the league anymore, against JT. So it was a Hail Mary. Cam Newton threw it up to Kelvin Benjamin. He catches it, and the guy falls down. We all thought he was in. We all thought it was a touchdown. I still think it's a touchdown to this day. But his elbow, I guess, was down in the pylon, or the chalk, and the ball was right there. So they called it a no touchdown. So we'll do something like that again. Competition committee will go through and figure it out. All right, now we are going to go through. What else can we go through? Football calendar, COFL football calendar. You can find this in the featured posts of the COFL Sun Times. So right now, as you can see, May 14th, that's the week 3. Week 4, I'd like to advance on Sunday. It's just a good way for everyone to get their games in. Gives you guys a day ahead. And then the playoffs start on Monday. So we are 9 days away from the drive to Dallas. The first ever COFL Bowl in, I believe, the state of Texas and Dallas. And then after that, June 4th is week 1 of COFL season 12. Then we take a break, and then we have a tournament. Wheel of Destiny, for those of you that don't know the Wheel of Destiny. The Wheel of Destiny... wait for coffee. The Wheel of Destiny, you pick the team you want, but the Wheel of Destiny, it's a pretty much, think of Wheel of Fortune, but it picks the brackets. So say the wheel spins and it picks JT, and then the next spin it'll pick JT's opponent. So it's just completely random. There's no seedings. There's no the best playing the worst. It's just completely random. So you could have the 2 best teams playing against each other in round 1. So it's pretty cool. Then we take a nice month-long break. So we got a month-long break, tournament, month-long break. And then we get back into the grind again when Madden 19 comes out. We'll do 2 seasons back-to-back. And then we will take a break just with, everyone's back in, kids are back in school. NFL's on, college football's on, weekends are busy, holidays are coming up. There's just a lot going on in the fall. So we'll do 2 seasons, then we'll take a break. We'll do a Turkey Bowl and a Christmas Bowl, and then we'll get back in gear after New Year's. Usually the busy times for the COFL is January through now, because there's nothing going on, so we have time. So that's that. So let's get back to season 11, and we will go through. What I think is going to happen. Josh is at 9-2. Let's take a look at his schedule. He's 9-2. He's got 10-2, 11-2. He's going to go. He'll go 12-4. He'll go 12-4. He'll get a first round bye in my opinion. Then you got Pup Daddy. So Pup Daddy could make or break some hearts. So he's 7-4 right now. He's got Lons, Booby, J Mouse, Page, that guy. I mean, he could lose all those games. he could win 3 of them. Pup Daddy, if you're listening, you got to get to 10 wins. You get to 10 wins and you're in the playoffs. That's it. All right? You have 5 games left. All you got to go 3-2. All right? But you're going against that guy who's dying to get in the playoffs. You're going against Paige, dying to get in the playoffs. J Miles is good. All right? What's J Miles' record? We'll get to it. J Miles is good. He might be tanking, but he's still good. Booby is average. You can beat him. Lons is average to good. He's above average. We'll say that. These are all winnable games. I think Pup Daddy goes 10-6 and gets in the playoffs. So I'm gonna write these down. So I got Baltimore 12-4, Kansas City 10-6. I got BK 5-3. I'm gonna say I really hope he gets all his games in. So he's got DB week 1 game. You guys kidding me? J Miles. He's got the Bills. Nate. Well, he does not have an easy schedule. Paige, Bills, Snake, Miles. Wow. I think BK goes 10-6 with this schedule. DB. This is like mutt cheese play game of the day here. J Mouse, it's a tough one. ZZ's tough. Don't sleep on ZZ. I think he beats ZZ. I think he'll split with ZZ. Nasty Nate he'll beat. Okay, I think he goes. I'm gonna say he goes 11-5 just because he's good. All right, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's go, J Miles and BK. You guys got 2 games against each other. Let's go. I'm gonna say Colts go 11-5. And we got JT the Jet, 6-4. Let's see what JT's got left. DB, get your games in. Let's go. He's got DB. I don't know about that. J Mouse, Big Daddy. JT will go 11-5. He's got Fitty. Fitty beat him last time, huh? Interesting. Pounded him. Then he's got Nasty Nate. He'll beat Nasty Nate because he owns Nasty Nate. Then he's got Big Daddy. Big Daddy beat it. Yeah, so JT's going to go 11. Titans are going to go 11-5. Folks, you're going to have to deal. And I didn't think JT was going to make the playoffs. And he still couldn't make. He still could not make the playoffs. I think, but he's going to go 11-5. You're going to have to go through Tennessee to get to the COFL Bowl. That's all I'm saying. Then we got Ricky, 9-7. Ricky, you need a lot to happen to go your way to get in the playoffs. Fitty, 6-5. Fitty got fingered last night, right in the butthole. He is 6-5. He's got ZZ. Hold on again. My fucking wife is texting me. ZZ is 6-5. He's got Fitty. Fitty 6-5. He's got ZZ. He'll beat ZZ, but that's a tough game. So I'm going to say 7-5 there. Big Daddy, what did he do in the first game? Cincinnati, so he beat Big Daddy. I think Big Daddy beats him here. Big Daddy's going to do everything he can to get in the playoff. He's going to cheat. So 7-6, he'll beat Josh. 8 that's actually not a guaranteed win, but I think he's going to win. 8-6, he's going to lose to JT. I think Oakland's going 9-7. Did he play Ricky? Did he play Pittsburgh? He did not. So the tiebreaker between Pittsburgh and Oakland is conference record. And if that's tied, it'll go to something else. So I got that. I got them at 9-7. Let's check out Jacksonville and that guy. Let's see what we got for him. All right, so he's 7-6. He's got Paige, Pup Daddy, and ZZ. He doesn't have to, but he's in the playoffs if he wins out. If he goes 9-7, he has a chance. I think he goes 9-7. He's got ZZ, he's got Pup Daddy and Paige. Those are great games. Those are all good games for him too. So I'm saying he goes 9-7. I don't know who he's going to beat. I don't know who he's going to lose to. But him versus Pup Daddy is that'll be a must watch game. Hopefully it's a day game. I can watch it at work. It's tough to watch these games at night. We got Texas Snake at 6-6. Texas Snake is under heavy sanctions in the MSL. He's fled the country and now he is in the COFL. Who's the guy? WikiLeaks. That's what I'm going to call him, WikiLeaks. He's like the guy from WikiLeaks. He can't come back to his homeland because he's got so many warrants out for his arrest for what he did. Anyways, he's 6-6. He's got Nate and the Chargers, BK. He's gonna go 8-8. I don't think he's getting in the playoffs. I think he's gonna go 8-8. He could go 9-7 though and create a hellstorm. I don't know. He'll go 8-8, and he won't get in the playoffs. IMO. Then we got Big Daddy, Tranny Daddy, Little Daddy, Bisexual Daddy. He is 5-5. He's got Coach P. It depends which Coach P we're gonna get. I think he'll beat Coach P, but then again, we could get the Coach P that is focused and ready to play. DB. I think he loses a DB. It's a 6-6. He'll beat Fitty 7-6. Beat Keller 8-6. Lose to JT 8-7. He's gonna go 9-7. Boy, oh boy, folks, we're gonna have a lot of 9-7 teams going in this AFC playoffs. You guys are gonna make my work hard. Then we got Paige Ayler, 5-5. She's got PJN 6-5. That guy, I don't know. BK, I think she'll lose 6-6. Pup Daddy. I think she beats Pup Daddy 7-6. I think she goes 9-7. So right now I have 5 9-7 teams. That's gonna be ridiculous. Let's see Lons. Maybe Lons goes 9-7. I think he's done though. Keller twice. So if he wins those, he's 6-6. Josh. Keller ain't he's not going to beat JT, but he can win the rest of his games and go 9-7 and get in. So Lons, you're not dead. So I have Baltimore, KC, Indy, and Tennessee definitely getting in. Those 4 teams. From there, I got Pittsburgh, Oakland, Jacksonville, Cincinnati, New England, all going 9-7, and that'll be 5 teams fighting for 2 playoff spots. And that'll go down to head-to-head, conference record, and common record against common opponents. So basically the AFC, if things go the way I think they're going to go, will be a complete shit show. Let's go to the NFC. NFC is going to be a lot more transparent, a lot easier than the AFC. What up, Hirsch? Owen 6-1. Owen's getting in the playoffs. Jake 8-2. Jake's getting in the playoffs. It's pretty much all these 1, 3, 4, 5. These 5, you're all getting in the playoffs. It just depends on seeding. All right, I'm going to tell you who you don't want to play. All right, you don't want to play Jake in round 1, if Jake doesn't get a bye, and you don't want to play Ratchet in round 1. All right, those guys are annoyingly good. Owen, you would love to play round 1. This is who. Hey, you guys, you want to play Owen if he gets a bye. So if you're a first round of team and you got to win to advance, you want to play Owen. All right, you don't want to play Jake. I'd say out of these three are fighting to play Hirsch. No offense, Hirsch, but Lay, Ratchet, and D-Rob, you're pretty much trying to avoid playing each other and play Hirsch or whoever gets in over Hirsch in here. But I think Hirsch is going to get. Let's see Hirsch's record. 6-3. He's got Sheed. Who knows what kind of Sheed we're going to get? Sheed. What was the biggest disappointment in COFL history? Just completely wasting the Eagles. Completely wasting them. He's 2-4. Not going to get all his games in. Going to get forfeit losses. Not going to be invited back next season. Completely wasting a top 5 draft pick. So, that's my 2 cents. Then he's got Coach P, who knows what Coach P we're gonna get. He's got D. Hirsch has got a tough schedule ahead. Then he's got DQ, he's got Lay, he's got Sheed, he's got T. Hirsch, you are not in the playoffs by any means. Wow, that 6th seed is completely up for grabs now that I look at it. And I don't think the Saints are. I think the Saints are gonna go 8-8. I think they're not gonna beat Owen. I think they're gonna lose to Vafangul. They're gonna lose to me. They'll win. They're gonna lose and lose. They're gonna go 7-9. They won't get in. It's gonna come down to, I think 9-7 can get you in the playoffs in the NFC. But I think Hirsch. I think you're going 9-7. You got a brutal schedule ahead of you. DB. I mean, I think DB is gonna go. Who knows what he's gonna go? Let me see here. He's got tough games. I don't know, man. Let's go, DB. Play your fucking games. DQ's 4-6. Let's see if he can still sneak in. Got DC, Lay, Hirsch. It's tough. It's gonna come down to Hirsch, DC. DC is 3-3. I bet you DC could sneak in. It's tricky. Tricky dicky. Yeah, you are definitely getting thrown to the gauntlet there, Hershey Cakes. Let's check out and see if well, let me take a step back here, guys. I'm sorry. NFC, I think it's going to end up as Owen the 1 seed. So Atlanta the 1 seed. Jake is the 2 seed. I'm going to say I think it's going to end up how it looks right now. I think in the first round, you're going to have Rams, Cardinals, and you're going to have Giants, Vikings. Those are great matchups. And I wasn't downgrading Hirsch as saying that these teams are fighting to play him. It's just I think the other teams ahead are they're more annoying to play than Hirsch, but I don't know. What else? So I think man, Giants, Vikings first round. Okay, let's see if JT has done the stats that he said that he was going to do. So let's check out passing stats. Okay, he's put in some stats. There's a lot. There's no way he's getting these done. Anyways, we'll look and see what he's done. Let's look at the most interesting stat. Big Ben. Oh, through 4 games of stats. He's played 16 games, but he's got 4 games of stats. He has 1 touchdown and 12 interceptions. How is that even possible? Jesus. Let's see rushing leaders. I mean, we can't really look at these stats. There's not that many in. Yeah, JT's got 5 games in. He's played 10 games. Yeah, sorry, guys. So, yeah, we are, once again, we're advancing to week 4 on Sunday. So we got tonight and tomorrow to play your week 3 games and catch up. Yeah, you Hirsch, by the way, I'm reading comments on the YouTube chat. Hirsch, you can take Lay. Lay's good, but you can take him. I think you and Lay are kind of similar, though you're more of a ground and pound. He likes to pass. He's good at passing. He's going to get in trouble threading the needle like he does, though. I still can't believe I lost to him. I was up 14-0. I get the ball. I think I stopped him. I think I intercepted him. My guy fumbles. He picks it up, scores. And I had 2 fumbles that led to 4. It was just, one of those games. Anyways. What else can I look at here? I will announce on Sunday will be the games to watch, games to look for. It's just a fun little thing I like to do. What else? ZZ is the new Bills coach. Welcome back, ZZ. We missed you. J Miles is 2-6. That's he's better than 2-6. He's letting me down. I just don't think he understands that it's not about your team, that you have to adapt to what team you have and find a way to win. I don't think he's there yet. Booby 3-6. Thought you'd be a little better. You're still pretty good, but Nate, get some games in. Are you kidding me, Nate? You asked me to come back and you've only played 5 games? Let's go. Little shit. Let's go to the NFC. Cowboys, PJN. Who knows? He'll get his games in. I don't think he wins a game this season. Robin, 1-7. That's tough. Vafangul. Henry Hill. Jimmy Conway. 2-6. One of his wins is against me. I'm 3-7. That's awful. All 6 of my 7 losses, I've been ahead to start the game. Like first drive, first quarter, I've been winning, and I've lost. Just lack of focus, lack of dedication on my part. I'll be back though. Sheet 2-4. Bum. Quantu Saucy 4-6. Yeah, 4-6. What else? Let's take a look at the Sun Times and see if we can check out some archives. Let's go back in history. Let's check out September of 2017. Some COFL Sun Times articles. COFL night. Oh, yeah. So this is when we do. I mean, we could still do it, but you guys are fucking flakes for the most of part. So I stopped doing it. Is Monday and Wednesdays we would have. Monday night would be Monday Night Football. So there'd be a scheduled game. It'd be 2 opponents that I know would play on Monday, like that I know could set their game up and play. And then Wednesday night would be COFL Night in America. So what I would do is JT would come up with these logos. And I just do an article. COFL Night in America, teams, start time. This is actually pretty cool. And I'd give a breakdown for the game. This is badass. Man, you guys are lucky I did this stuff. This is pretty cool. So I just give a breakdown of the game, and so this one was me versus Cons. My overall record at the time was 50-48. His is 56-15. I don't know what I just clicked on. Let's go and check out some other old COFL playoff picture, the norm. See Monday Night Football. These are cool. Let's check out some other ones. Primetime games and games to watch for week 5. This would just announce what the games were. We would flex. This is actually really cool. Maybe we should try this for season 12. Get this back. Like have like Monday and Wednesday have a scheduled game, like games that you have to play. We'll try it, and I only schedule guys that can play, like that I know that are a reliable person. So to give you an idea, like let's do week 5 primetime games flexed for premier matchups. So this just tells you. So it says week 5, the 5th and final week of the COFL regular season, might be the most anticipated week in COFL Madden history. Wow, that's saying something. With playoff seeding still up in the air, we may have many games that will blah 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 blah. So I flexed these games. So I made So originally it was Denver versus Washington. Denver was 11-2, and Washington was 5-6. That was Monday Night Football. I flexed it to Kansas City 12-0 versus Denver 11-2. And then COFL Night in America. Wow, what an awful decision. Was Dallas and Philadelphia 3-7 versus 4-7. I flexed it to Chicago, Minnesota 8-5, 7-5. And I think that was for the division. So maybe I'll do that for season 12. I'll bring those back. Monday Night Football and COFL Night in America. Monday and Wednesday night. Because it's fun to do. And then we got Hirsch's special edition, the Nasty Rankings. I mean, we have to look at this. Let's take a look and see what Hershey Cakes had to say. Let's go. There we go. So Hirsch he ranked what we had. Holy crap, Hirsch. We had 32 teams. Hirsch ranked them all. And as he said, holy shit, 32 teams is a lot. Hirsch went team by team and gave a breakdown of it. He had Jake number 1, JT number 2, Fitty number 3, Sheed number 4, AK 5, Johnny, I remember this guy, 8, number 6, Nasty Nate was the Bills at 7. I was the Bears at 8-5, I was ranked 8. Cincinnati, Hirsch, you were 9. Oh, Hirsch, I smoked you that season. I think I beat you like 30-0. Made you like it. JMCC ramming out the top 10. Let's see who the worst team was. Beanie, oh my god. We had Beanie and Jim in one season. Imagine that. Look how far we've gone. Holy crap. Will and Grace. Who is this? I have no idea who the Rams were. Eagles, Vafangul, wow. Giants. Who are the Giants? Car Smoke, what the fuck? When are the Giants even playing these damn games? I haven't seen a single one. I'm going to go ahead and let the scores for myself. Oh, this was Van Smack. It was Pup Daddy's buddy. I liked him, too. He was a good guy. B. Dukes, the Patriots. Keller with the Ravens, as usual. That guy was the Titans. Rough year. DB, Arizona. Cat Daddy. So this was Pup Daddy. Yeah. That's funny. Cat Daddy's been too busy trying to get more kids into the league than Antonio Cromartie instead of focusing on Hirsch. You know, what's great is if you put the time in to do these, they're great. And we all love them. But, I mean, it's a lot of work. Like, it's time. All this is time consuming. But good stuff. D-Rob was the Packers. I smoked. You know what? D-Rob is still yet to beat me. Still hasn't beaten me in Madden 18. So September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. 9 months. DB has not beaten me in 9 months. Pup Daddy was the Niners. No, P. Diddy. Hold on, take that. Who the hell? Hold on, P. Diddy. Is anyone else shocked at the 49ers? Sean John. Oh, so Bowman 5-6. Gotcha. Ricky was the Redskins. Whatever. Let's see what else is out. This is Flashback Friday, folks. I just turned this podcast into Flashback Friday. Let's see what else we got cooking. Oh, wow. League Leaders reports. Let's check out. Yeah, we'll check. I think I did League Leaders for a bunch of stuff. Man, I used to do a lot. League Leaders. Let's check out who's leading the league in interceptions at this time. This is pretty cool. Flashback Friday, League Leaders. So I think this was season 5. Quan Alexander had 13 interceptions through 11 games. Look at Adrian Amos, 12 and 13 games. Very nice. Dre Kirkpatrick, 10. Chris Harris, 8. Look at that. That's cool. See, JT and Jake, get up to date with stats so I can do this. Alright? These guys, you know, we have like a competition committee group text messages where we figure things out. And these guys are like, hey, let's do stats. I'm like, I'm not doing them. I'm not doing stats. I've put my time in. I'll do my own stats and I'll do my opponent's stats, but I'm not doing stats for everybody else anymore. I've done it, and I just can't do it anymore. People are too lazy. I'm getting frustrated thinking about it. So I think they're. Anyways, so yeah, they said they do stats this year, and I just don't think it's a realistic goal for them. It's a very hard thing to do. Let's check out Monday Night Football preview. Hirsch's extra point. Hirsch, you nasty animal. All right. What else can we look at? Since this is Flashback Friday, let's go to November of 2017. You know what? Let's check out these tags. Let's check out some of these tags. Let's check out. See, what's cool about all this is like 5 years from now, we'll come back and look at this stuff. You know? It'll be even funnier. We'll see who was in the league, who's still around, all that good stuff. Let's check out upset. Biggest upset in COFL history. Wow. I guess last season's game between not Baltimore, who the fuck was he? Between Josh and Fitty wasn't the biggest upset. So it was the 3-seed Tampa Buccaneers, 11-5, came into the Season 8 playoffs as the heavy favorites to advance to the Conference Championship game. Many picked them to advance to the COFL Bowl as well. They faced the 6-seeded Minnesota. Oh, Hirsch, that's right. You lost to Bowman. This is when Bowman went to the COFL Bowl. Yeah, Bowman barely got into playoffs. I think he got in like on the last day on a technicality or something. So maybe he shouldn't even been in the playoffs. But he got in, knocked off the 3-seed. Then I think he beat the 1-seed. And then he beat the 2-seed. Then he beat the 1-seed. And then he lost to JT in the COFL Bowl. That was great. That was crazy. What else can we talk about? I don't know. I think that might be it. You guys got any questions? Oh, just a reminder, we have the franchise podcast coming up. Vasan Gul. Let me see when he's doing it. I think he's doing it it's at noon Central Time. So yeah, 1 Eastern, noon Central Time. He calls it Franchise Friday Podcast. I call it the Italian Stallion Podcast. I also call it the Perfect Spiral Podcast. So that's coming up for those of you in the franchise. You can listen to that. It was a great one last week. You should all tune in. Let's see if there's some. It's 9:40. I'll give you guys about 5 more minutes. Let's see if there's some film we can watch. We watched some of Jake's last week against DB. Let's not watch his. Let's watch. So Kansas City, Baltimore. So last night, we'll skip ahead here. Kansas City's up 15-0. So it's 15-0, 4:25 in the fourth. I haven't really watched much of this game. So he's motorboating down the field. Oh, I think it was out route central. So with the out route, we'll get to it. So Josh is doing stretch right here. He's chewing the clock like he likes to do. You know, pretending that he's running goes or some dumb shit. So whatever. So here we go. I formation, doubles left. Had this guy over here if he hits it right. Alright, let's skip ahead. Let's find out where he scored and how he scored. Alright, let's check out this play. This looks like a play. Alright, let's see. Chewing the clock as usual. I mean, Jesus Christ. It really takes you that fucking long to snap the ball. What is this guy doing? Oh my God. Let's go back. So let's take a step back. So he gets to the line of scrimmage. I'm sorry, guys. So he calls his play at 25 seconds, right? Coming up to the line, sees it. Okay, you can see what coverage he's in. Looks like he's in cover 2. Okay? But no, I'm going to waste another 15 seconds just bullshitting around. This is stupid. It's annoying. Just, alright? Like, really, you have to wait till 5 seconds? That guy drives back. Safety goes to him. Alright, see, for there, you got to user that guy, or, let's see where the other guy, let's see who he usered. Let's see if he usered the, come on, Pup Daddy. So right there, you got to user one of these two guys. Alright, if you usering him, you cover your zone. This guy, if he comes and hits the post, you got to cover it. He goes to the outside, the safety's got him. So if you're using him or him, you got this deep half of the field covered while these two guys are covering their zones. Alright, if someone, let them hit the drags all day. Alright, you just don't want to get beat deep. Alright, let's watch this unfold. So this guy comes up, that's fine. He's doing his job. He's covering his flat. Oh, I should have been sacked. So there you go. Let's see how he scores here. He got sacked there. All day. Making a ham sandwich in the pocket. Making a ham sandwich, extra mayo in the pocket. I just missed the touchdown. Alright, let's see here. Drops back to pass. Wow, what a block. Look at this. This is technique, folks. This is technique. Now, let's chew the clock down to 8 seconds again. Pretend like we're audibling when we're not audibling. Alright, here we go. So right now, and JT taught me this. Alright, so looks like he's going to be in cover 3 here. Yeah, I think he's in cover 3. Just skimming across. Right here, this is what you do. Alright, you hit triangle down, and then you hit triangle up. Alright, that turns this into cloud flats and has these guys cover the flats. Alright, so this guy, he's going to take away the out. Alright, and he's got the flats. So you just have to user the middle. Alright, so let's watch what happens. Alright, so look at what play he's running. Alright, so this guy, he's going to be open because he's not doing his cloud flats. If he hits triangle down, on triangle, right analog stick down, triangle, right analog stick up. This takes away the out route. Alright, you just got to user the middle. Alright, you got to cover the drags. Alright, or even let your flat player cover the drag. Alright? Because it's 3rd and 17. You don't want to let him. Oh, man, come on, Pup Daddy. Alright, let's watch this unfold. It's 3rd and 17. He's running I formation with a tight end. You can't let him score with 2 receivers. Alright, what are you in right now? This is 3-3 over. Oh my God, this is frustrating. Alright. Are you in man? I think he was in man. Oh no, were you not in man? Were you in man? No, I was in stress. So this guy, see the purple zones are jacked up. So that's another thing. When you see purple zones, I just get rid of them. Because watch, so you see right here, this guy's in the purple zone. He's supposed to go and, if this works correctly, that guy is in the area of where this out route is. Because this guy's covering his deep third, and then these 2 purple zones right here and here, they're covering the flats. Alright, so let's watch and see what these purple zones do. Because I don't think they do what they do. So I think this is purple zone, and I think this is purple zone. I think. Alright, so let's watch them. So purple zone, right here. So he would float back here and cover this area. But purple zone runs with the guy. Wow. See, you got to get rid of purple zones. This is JT Defense 101 football right here, folks. You see purple zones, get rid of them. Alright? Wow. Jake, this is your dad. You got to coach him up. You got to coach him up. This is on you. This is on you, Jake. This is all Jake's fault. What else? All right, that's it. It's 9:46 Central Time, folks. I'm done. I gotta work. Oh man, a good podcast. It was fun talking to you guys. It was an hour-long podcast. And I hope I taught you something. You learned something at the end. And we advance Sunday to the fourth and final week. The home stretch playoff races are tighter than a frog's butt in water. So, good season so far. Some of you are slacking, but it is what it is. Good luck to everybody, and Godspeed. That's it. Later.